Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest event in the Ninh province. And now we come into details. On the 25th of September 2019, the delegation of Central Council for National Defense and Security Education, led by Major General Phạm Quang Ngân, Director of Department of Militia and Self-Defense Forces, Ministry of Defense, the delegation checked the Central Council for National Defense and Security Education of work in the Ninh province. Receiving and working with delegation, there was the standing Vice Chairman of TayNinhTV People's Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc. From earlier 2018 to now, party committee, government at all levels, leaders of department, urgency, and units have focused on thoroughly grasping and truly implementing the political bureau detective resolution of the government, the guidelines of the Central Council for National Defense and Security Education on the work of national defense and security education. The Provincial Council for National Defense and Security Education has clarified the guidelines and plans of the Central Council for National Defense and Security Education and naturally advised the party committees and authority at all levels to effectively implement the national defense and security education at local. Education for pupils and students, right implemented follow the manual by the Ministry of Education and Training. Major General Phạm Quang Ngân, Director of the Department of Militia and Self-Defense Force, Ministry of Defense, praise and appreciate the result of the Provincial Council for National Defense and Security Education in the past time. At the same time, it's regretted that the Provincial Council for National Defense and Security Education continue to thoroughly grasp the instruction, parties' resolution, state policies, and laws on the national defense and security education for all provincial cadres, party members, people, and armed forces, organizing fostering knowledge of national defense security for subject in accordance with regulation and quality assurance. On the 25th of September 2019, the delegation of High Command of Communication led by Colonel Vũ Văn Thuận, Deputy Chief of the High Command of Communication, headed the delegation, conducted a comprehensive inspection of information contact range with the 5th Division. In the past time, information rank of 5th Division strictly obey the instruction of the superior on training, ready to find specialized work. We're implementing the task of exporting and importing equipment as ordered by the commander and the unit tasked with measures to check equipment quality and synchronization, ensuring regular communication for ready-to-fire and air defense combat. Colonel Vũ Văn Thuận, Deputy Chief of the High Command of Communication, praised and highly appreciate the communication branch of the 5th Division in reserving technical equipment for communication and ensuring good communication for the division's training tasks and ready to fight in the past time. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning 25th of September 2019, the delegation of Ministry of Defense, led by Lieutenant General Ngô Minh Tiến, Deputy Chief of General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army, paid a visit and presented gift to Bến Cửa Border Militia officer and soldier at Ninh Commune, Châu Thành District. Together, the delegation, there are also Major General Phạm Quang Ngân, Director Department of Militia, Department of Defense, Head of the Military Region 7 General Staff, Provincial Military Headquarters, Provincial Border Guard Command, and leader of Châu Thành District People's Committee. At the same time, the delegation also visited and presented gifts to the Ninh Border Station, the Ninh Border Guard. On the 25th of September 2019, the Ninh Provincial Management Board of the Greater Mekong Separation Health Security Project have implemented infectious disease prevention activity in 2019. At the conference, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development shared information on the control, detection, treatment and prevention of disease on poultry, especially those that likely transmit to humans. From earlier year to now, the home province has detected over 2,800 dengue fever cases, up more than 110%, in which there are 2 death cases. Measles detected over 419 cases. The same period is only 19 cases, and the high incident cases are diarrhea, influenza, mumps, chickenpox, rabies, pertussis, tetanus. The conference implements disease prevention activities such as direction and administration, inspection, supervision, reporting information. Dr. Biện Văn Tư, Deputy Director of TayNinhTV of the Greater Mekong Subregion Health Security Project, Director of the Center for Disease Control, he highly appreciated the coordination among sectors in the propagation and prevention of disease in the community. Witness the attention of the government, departments and mass organizations at all levels to join hands with health sector to limit the increase and control of outbreaks of disease, protecting public health. According to Mr. Võ Đức Trong, Director of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, in the period from now to 2020, with a vision to 2030, TayNinh has set targets, planning production areas in order to compensate to invest in developing high-tech agriculture. Accordingly, the area planning for high-tech agricultural production will be around 800 hectares by 2020 and 1,800 hectares by 2030. The province tries to have at least 40% of the area of agricultural products and foods by 2020, produced under Vietgap, Lorong Gap, organic processes. This percentage by 2030 will increase to 60%, proportion of high-tech agricultural production value, accounting for more than 30% of the total agricultural production value in the province. By 2030, it will increase to 50%. Similarly, the agricultural sector in TayNinh strives that by 2020, the product value per hectare of agricultural land will reach 130 million Vietnam dong and 264 million Vietnam dong in 2030. To put this plan into reality, the agricultural sector identifies the key plants and animals for investment in the future. On Wednesday, the Provincial Police Department organized a conference on control and behavioral communication training for traffic police, 113 police, and mobile police to participate in ensuring traffic order and safety. Speaking at the opening of the training course, Colonel Nguyễn Hạp Sơn, Deputy Director of the Provincial Police Department, asked the students to strictly abide by the rules and regulations of the training course and acquire all the knowledge to serve the professional work at the work unit. This knowledge will help soldiers to improve their political ideology, master the knowledge of communication culture, conduct in public service, rise the sense of responsibility, a sense of service to the people, step by step, building beautiful images of the soldier in the hearts of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.